We all know what gambling is.
$500 on red.
The winner is black.
Cool.
And if you're a gamer, then you know what Balatro is, probably the biggest gambling light, which is the term I'm trying to coin of a gambling roguelite of all time. And then I've also covered one called Dice A Million. But today, we're talking about Dice Baby, which is in my opinion, the very professional version of Balatro with dice. Now, it's brought to us by developer and publisher Nugget Game Studios, who provided me a review key, so I appreciate them giving me the confidence, and you have a great product here. This will be a big one when it's fully released. Now, it's simple. It's a roguelite. You go in, you gamble, you try to get more points, you go to the shop, and you just get progressively better. And what I'm going to do today, I'm going to give you my gameplay and commentary from the demo, give you some tips, tricks, because I've already played a couple rounds, and this way you can get a full-rounded idea of what to expect, but it's worth it. Now, as always, I don't own the music in the video. It is the developers, but I gotta show it off because it sets the tone. And before we hop into it, of course, dude, click the link above my head to go to my playlist to check out all the games I've already covered. Guarantee you your next fix is in there. Yeah, dude, let's go sit down at the table, lose it all as we have some fun in Dice Baby.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go build my own theme park with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget the park.
Alright, so here we have the Dice Baby main menu. As always, I like to show it off, and it's fine. Like I said, it has a professional sense to it. It was kind of, very casino-like. So it matches the aesthetic of once we get into the game. So let's kind of run through. We, of course, got our optional thing of wish listing it, reporting bugs, collection to look at all the items in here, just like Balatro, quit game, continue, and settings. Now, not a lot of settings. They don't really need it, though. It's a very simple game. So volume control, game speed, full screen if you want it, resolution, good enough. So let's go ahead and hop into it. I've already played about 2 rounds of this so far just to have a better idea so I'm not going in blind, and dude, it's a ton of fun. So we're just going to do normal, we're going to hop straight into it, and as you can see, we just have our basic poker board, almost like going to a casino. Now, as you can see up here is our lucky charms. This is where I'm going to keep my relics, so this way I know what is going to be buffing my deck of dice, so my dice deck, I guess, I don't know. Synergies. This is a fun one that I'll be able to show you. Yeah, I'll be able to show you as we go through. But you can basically keep upping the type of dice you have, and then rerolls and banks. Think of it in the way of Balatro, where this is hands, and rerolls actually get new cards, money, and then it's going to show the combinations we get, just like what we got. This is my bank area. This is where the dice that I want to use I can put. So let's hop into it. We're going to roll it out. And I don't have any special dice right now, so we're just going to try to get the biggest score we can and try to match some numbers. So we'll keep a 5 and a 4. Let's re-roll the rest. Sweet. Alright, so now we got a 3 of a kind. It gives me a 2 multiplier. And that should get us out of the first round. It did not. I was 9 short. Let's try again. We only need 9 points. Doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll roll that 6. That. Now, the cool thing is you can up your score even higher, as in you can overkill, and that's a pretty sweet feature I haven't seen in other games. So you actually, a lot of times, especially if you get the right relics, can get rewarded for going overboard. It's a nice thing, it doesn't make you feel bad about it. Get that greed. Alright, so here up top in our store, you get a store every time you beat a round, which is fantastic. It's the right thing to do, just like in Balatro. You're here for the gameplay, right? There's no story. So we got a pencil, base score of plus 10 per combination bank. So if you have 3 dice making 3 of a kind at a 2 times multiplier, but they're all 3s, that's going to make it 6. So now it's going to be 16, or actually, yeah. And that's a good one to start with, but it's 10 coins. I could just get some hollow point. No. Let's go ahead, add in an extra lucky charm slot so I can get better relics later on. And we'll get the magnet dice for right now, because as you can see from the effect, if I drag it over a cheated dice is anything that's not your standardized dice, it's going to absorb that value, meaning it's going to be 8 plus 6, or 4. It's a pretty nice dice to have, so we'll go ahead and grab that. I haven't messed with the pipe dice yet, but they always roll the same value, so does it mean it's always going to roll an 8? If so, let's see how that goes. Now, synergy-wise, if I get 2 more types of pipe dice, doesn't even matter what shape they are, I'll unlock Con Artist, which is when scored in a combination, I get 1 extra XP, meaning if I score any of these wood dice in a combination, meaning like 2 10s or 2 3s, then I get an additional XP for that. It's good to know. Magnet dice have the same thing. They give you a new combination, Full House, which just gives you a huge multiplier if you can get it. But we're good enough now. I'm broke. We're going to hit the next round. Now we get to beat 80. All right. So here, check it out. I've banked my 8. I'm going to drag this 3 over it. Now it's an 11. This is still an 8. It doesn't lose its value. And we got 2 6s. This should get us a pretty fat fucking roll, dude. So we're trying to get to 80. This should do it. Come on. No, not enough. Well, that's disappointing. I mean, we're going to get it this time. So do that 8 again. Add that. There's our 11. So there's 19. That means we just won the round. But we're going to grab that 6-aroo. Get us one more roll. Oh, you know what? Let's get greedy. Double the 5. Get an extra multiplier. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, hell yeah. Damn, I have yet to get the bar all the way to the top of the runs I've done, and I want to know what it does. I want the greed. I want to feel the power. All right, now we got boxing gloves. What does this do? +1 reroll? That's not good enough. So right here is piped paint, or paint in general. It allows you to change what kind of dice your dice is. So in the event that you have a full house down here, you have no more room, but you want to complete your synergies, just paint that bastard. That way it actually fits into the group and you have a bigger squad. Now check it out. I like this one a lot. Hot dice. Hot dice give +1 multi the first time they're scored in the combination. Just beneficial to have. However, the blurry dice split into 2 dice when they roll an even number. And then shadow dice is it just would go, it adopts the number of the highest bank dice. Meaning if like somehow you get a dice to like 32, well now this bad boy's a 32. And on top of being a 32, it gives you a multiplier. It's a really good one to have. So we're actually going to go ahead and grab this one. This is the big one right here. And that should make us pretty stacked for this round. All right, so nothing there. Let's do this. Yes, we'll do this. Grab this bad boy. Now we got a 10. We'll throw that 10 in here. What we're going to do, we're going to re-roll. Nice, and we got 2 5s. So we'll actually take this out. Put both of these in. So now we have 2 2-of-a-kinds, meaning we get a double multiplier. We already have some pretty high points here. This should be pretty good. I don't know if we're going to get to 100 on first go, but... Oh, damn. Give me time. It's going to build up. It takes time. I'm going to be getting some fat stacks over here. We only need 10 points. So we got our 8, our 8, our 5, and our 5. Good enough. All right, let's see if we can get that overkill bar. Come on. Kinda. Dude, look, it's right there. Just the tip. Magnet paint's a good one we could do, but the cigarette. New combination, 4-2-1. Gives a 3+ multiplier. You know what? I didn't mess with this last time, but that's expensive. Holy crap. Whereas I can get the 20-sided blurry dice. Okay. All right, so now I've got 2 of these. Now, if I can get 1 more blurry dice, they keep their total face value when they split. So instead of like, if it rolls 2 of these dice and it gets 2 20s, it's going to come down to a 10 and a 10. So, dude, I might get me another blurry dice if I can swing it and just get rid of this pipe dice. And then the hollow dice, ×2 when they are scored in no combination. Meaning, as long as it's the only like 18 up there, then it becomes a 36. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna get rid of my pipe dice for that. That's a 20-sider as well. And if I get another blurry dice, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so see, it was a 12, became 2 6s. Now here's what we're gonna do. We're going to do this for a 4-of-a-kind. 24 times 4. That's what I'm talking about. Nice little jump. Let's roll it again. Now, if you notice, my shadow dice is no longer here. That's one of the super duper fun things about shadow dice. You get a 1 use out of them. So I like them sometimes, but it's not worth it when you can start getting your dice to match up. All right, so we'll keep my 2 8s here. I will do this. Add a 12. And then, you know what? We'll do it. It's going to be by itself. So let's do this. Goes in. It should double up on its score. There it is. Hollow dice times 2. 46 times 2. And that's game. So as you can see, dude, the strategy's there. It's different than Dice A Million I played a while back, because Dice A Million had a lot of RNG to it, where this, there is the RNG of the number you roll, but it's what you do with it that matters, where it does feel like a card builder. It kind of feels like Magic, where it doesn't matter really what you draw, because if you know your deck, if you know your hand, if you know what you have, then you can kill it. So there's something fun about that. I still have got like no lucky charms. Straights can make me with 2 dice. I still don't know what a straight is on this. I got this last time, and it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, which is kind of a bummer. A 20-sided bouncy dice? Hell yeah, dude. Now we're gonna keep this for the moment. That's super beneficial. Keep that. Yeah, we'll get rid of this magnet dice. Give me this bad boy. So bouncy dice, every time they're thrown around the little tray and they hit a corner, it ups their value, which is a good thing to have. And if you look at their up things, if I get all 6, they get plus 6 face value after doubling. That's pretty nice. Or the hollow dice get a 3 times 3 value if I can get 3 of them in here, which is really good. And banking is free if no combination is banked. Not really sure what that means yet. Instead of being removed, shadow dice turn into the copy dice type when banked. Oh, interesting. So you only get the 1 out of them, but they stay in there? That's pretty nice. Okay. But I'd rather get the blurry dice. I've seen 1 more of those. It's not in here yet. It's okay. We're going to go to the next round. We're going to keep my money. So like Balatro, you can earn interest just for hanging out. Oh god, we got a lot of things going on here. I need another tray up here. So you can expand your bank tray and the amount of dice you can have. It's nice. We're gonna do this 19, keep it by itself. Nope, don't copy it. Let's do this. You can copy that one. And I'll take a 4. Alright, this should get us a high fucking point value though. That's what I'm talking about. And 1 run. That's what I'm doing. That's what I was looking for. All right, now we finally got a deck built around this. And a blurry dice. Perfect. What am I getting rid of today? Shadow dice. It's time to go. You've done your job. And blurry dice is in. Yep, now they keep their total face value. We should be killing it now. Bottomless cup. +1 reroll and banking with no reroll remaining. Oh, nope. Give me the dice slot. What I'm talking about. And do I want to get one of these? So I get 1 free reroll from them. No, I don't need it. All right. Come on, doubling up. So 2, 2, 2. We'll keep this 19. Reroll everything else. Okay. It's not really what I wanted, but it works. $168 ain't bad. I need some more multiplier lucky charms up here. I have nothing going on. That's what's killing me right now. Give me another reroll. Nice. So we got a 20, 10, 10. We'll just take the 3 of a kind. If that 20, dude, that should, I mean, that's easily going to get me the win, without a doubt. Excellent. Overkill to the max. Got paid. Feels good to get paid. All right, so we're at 29. Bank slots, what I'm looking for. See, now we can get those 5. Give me oven mitt. What is it? +1 reroll. You know what? I just need a relic. I'm feeling sad without a relic. Shiny dice. Give +1 the first time they're scored in a combination. That's good. The reason it's good, though, is it's a 20-sided dice, so I can still paint it something else later on and keep that 20-odd chance. So it's worth it just to hang on to. And I'll probably turn it, this and this, into a bouncy dice, just because bouncy dice help out a lot. But nah, I think I may just turn them all into hollow dice. And that might be the move. Let's do it. Okay, next round. All right, so 20, that's none of these are 20s. Roll it one more time. 34. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta give me one more reroll. Oh, that 14's good. It's another 20. And we're just gonna add this 10 in there. This should be a pretty high score, though. Yeah. Yep. Whoa, what? I'm short by 6 points? Bummer. 4, 4, 6, 6. And a 5. Just so we can double it up. It's a huge amount of multipliers there. Under 25. That still wasn't enough to break the bank. Whatever. What's a light bulb do? The level of the highest level bank dice is added to the multi. Oh, hell yeah. That's a good one. Oh, that took all my money. No! I could upgrade the level of my die. Oh, bummer. Should I just sell something? Is it worth it? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It just sucks. Whatever. Choices. Alright, so there's one multi. So this is going to add it to the multi. So let's see how this works. I'm really curious on this. Wait. The level of the highest leveled... Oh. The level. Not the dice amount. Shit. Whatever. This will win the round, though. It doesn't really matter. $250. That ain't too bad. Alright. Shiny paint. A random charm. It might be worth it. $5. I can get another shiny fierce guy here. That's the hot dice. That actually might be worth it, though. Nah, just give me this. What is it? Okay, so different type of oh, that doesn't work in my favor. I've got all these 20s up in here. Well, shit. Alright. I mean, you know what? Just sell it. It's not how I'm running my deck anymore. We'll just get the money back. That's a 9er. Nah, there's just nothing I need outside of like turning this 12 into a 20. You know what? Turn this 8 in. It's worth it. Come on. Just give me another 20. Nothing but high rolls in my life. It's got to be in a combination. Keep that out. Let's do one more roll. Wow, it's gonna be a 2. Guess we're using another roll. I'm trying to get the highest point I can. Whatever, we'll use a 14. And we'll just make 2 6s. Get a multiplier. That was not a good roll. I gotta tell you, I don't like the hand I'm having here. Alright, we got a nice nat 20. We got 3 7s to get a decent multiplier. Let's give me another roll. You know what? Let's get paid a little bit. Let's grab some money with this. This should get me over the finish line. This should... Yep, there it is. I'm ready. Oh my god. 500 points. And that still didn't get me over the top? Whatever. Okay, nice. So I can take this 20, and now I've got a level 2. Now this thing has an effect. Let's get a random charm. Boxing glove. +1 reroll. It's good enough. Alright, let's just hop to the next round. We're going pretty far on this, though, for a deck that I'm not that happy with. Alright, this will be nice. Make it a nice 20. Reroll everything else. 34. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that's going to be huge. And then we'll just add one more multiplier to it. This should be a one-hit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's all in. Oh, now we got the points. Now where I need to be. That's what I'm talking about. Still can't upgrade anything here. It's okay. Cool sunglasses. +3 per overkill scored. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, give me the money. Let's get paid. Dice slide is exactly what I need. It cost me all my money, but it's so worth it. I'll have a bigger hand starting next round. Also need to up my bank. It's already got 234s out the gate. Going to get this 19 in there. Let's see if I can get you to match up with anything. Yeah, we're going to take the 2 6s. Oh yeah, this should be. Oh yeah, this should be a good score. Come on. 760. Ain't too bad. All right, next one. I don't really like anything in this hand, so we'll go ahead and take right there. Okay, that 14's good. And then 2 19s. That's actually good enough. This is easily going to get us over the threshold. This is what's going to get us to the finish line here. And depending on how the next round goes, I'm at 20 minutes on here, so I think that's good enough to head on into the review. But let's do one more. Let's see what we can do. I kind of got an overkill. Where's my money? Golden Bell. +1 every time a dice levels up. Bounty Paint. Lucky Charms. One more die. Yeah, you know what? We'll get this 12er. Alright, last round. Then we'll call it. So we got 10s across the board. Okay, that's good enough. 2 14s. And... okay, no space. Yeah, whatever, that works. This should be a pretty fat score. We need 1300 on go. Probably not, but... close. This can be a challenging one. Alright, that 17 is a good one to get out the gate. Let's re-roll the rest. Get that 26 in here. You know what? Give me the 3-fers. This might not even be a good one, but because those 3s are low, but let's see. It's all about, yeah, it's all about that multiplier it's giving me. No, that wasn't good. I mean, I'm fine. I got one more bank. I'm gonna make like 200 points. That ain't nothing. Actually, there's a 26. We rolled these bad boys. Nothing I got in here is worth it. It's damn sure not worth it. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll take these 10s. As we keep going with those rerolls. Yeah, that 19's a good one. And another 10. Perfect. Oh yeah, this is... we're about to go overboard on this final round. Oh yeah. Oh, here it comes. 600. Did I get overkill rewards? Not really. But yeah, as you can see, that's kind of what you got going on here. It just continues on and on. I haven't encountered any boss battles, which it's fine. I'd like to see more of those, but let's go ahead, hop in to that first impressions review. Alright dude, Dice Baby's pretty sweet, and so I'm excited that I got to play it, and so another big shout out to Nugget Game Studios for giving me the review key. So, I'm excited to give you a review, give you my feedback, and what I'd like to see changed or added, but it's a great product, dude. Now, I usually base my reviews on the price of the game, but it's not there yet, it's not been announced, so we're just going to go off the gameplay alone. And as always, I'm going to give you a review based on visuals and graphics, sound and music, gameplay, story, then my overall experience and final thoughts, then my first impressions review score on a scale of 1 to 10 right after. So let's hop into visuals and graphics, and I'm a little mixed here because I don't like the traditional casino aesthetic, but it is very professional looking in Dice Baby. It's very clean, the UI is compact, there's no excess bloated menus, everything you need is right in front of you. but where compared to like Balatro having a lot of moving acid drip backgrounds, the cards having holographic natures to them, it just pops more. Where here, nothing really pops. You know, like the dice, even the unique dice are just okay to look at, but they're still a little flat like the regular dice. Which is funny because when you get relics, relics look like old Microsoft logos, icons. They're very pixelated, they're very small, they're very silly in a way, and I love them. They're my favorite visual from the game. I just wish there was more of that in other places, and I'll go over more of this later on. But for the moment, visuals and graphics are a 7 out of 10. Now, sound and music, it's fine. It gets the job done. As usual, there is one track that plays the whole time in the background. It's this one. It's calm, it's collect, it gets you in the zone. It doesn't stand out enough to take over your brainwaves, but enough to, I guess, keep you interested. So yeah, the music's good. Sound effect wise, it's lacking, you know? It's just you have the clicking sound and then the dice roll sound, and that's really it. It's fine, there's kind of a coin sound effect, I guess, but I wish there was more. Maybe each unique dice had a unique sound effect or something. So, sound design overall it's a 7 out of 10. Just because it's lacking. Then we go into the meat potatoes, the gameplay, and this is where it so excels. It's so fine-tuned. Everything works together. Your relics directly enhance your build. Your dice directly enhance the gameplay you have. On top of that, you can level up your dice to be more powerful. There's numerous types of dice, like a bouncy dice that gains points the more it bounces off walls. But the other kicker is, the more bouncy dice you have in your deck, the more it upgrades. So if you have like 6 bouncy dice, not only do you get paid for their bounces, you also get an additional 6+ to the final score of those dice, meaning they can get huge numbers. But also, all the dice types synergize together to create really crazy builds. And so you have to learn the game, and you're not at the mercy of RNG as much, where in Balatro, you kinda are, but here, it's all strategy. If you know the deck, you can succeed, and I love that feature. I also like the fact that you can add in your inventory more room for more relics, or for banked dice, which are what you add in the round for points, or the amount of dice in your hand to increase your deck size. You can increase all of this for even bigger builds, and on top of that, you can change what kind of dice you have. So a D20 bouncy dice can be painted to become a D20, like, piped dice where it keeps the same value. So it's cool that you can alter your build like that. So gameplay is a 9.5 out of 10. That 0.5 that's missing, I'll go over later. Then we get the story, and as always, there's no story. It's a poker roguelite. There's none. Yahtzee! And depending on your view, that can be a good or bad thing. For me, it's a 10 out of 10, but for others, it might be a 0 out of 10, so, you know, kind of up to you. Alright, then we get to overall experience, which is where I'm going to give you my final thoughts and what I'd like to see added, changed, so on and so forth. And the first one is controller support. It doesn't really matter in a game like this because it's just point and click with the mouse, but it would be nice to have it added, so it's a small thing. Then I got a couple things for visuals. The one thing I'd really like for visuals is I like for there to be more board types. So I'd like for there to be able to be like have a blue board or a black board background or a blue background, or one like Balatro where it's that acid drip, just to add some flavor and variety, make it more personal. But I would also really like to have the unique dice have unique looking visual effects. So the rainbow dice actually has like a glow around it, or the gold dice has a sheen to it, or for like the metal dice, it looks like it's welded together with like bolts on it, so it just looks metal and pops more. I'd also like to see some visual effects with the dice. So like when the rubber dice bounces, maybe it squishes against the sides, has a unique sound effect, or the rainbow dice when it splits kind of has like a blinding effect for a second. I don't know. Something just to make them pop more. As for gameplay, I have a couple of things I'd like added. So I like for one there to be a second type of paint. The regular paint is cool because it changes your dice type, but the magic paint would allow you to be able to, if you have a D20 rubber dice, instead of transforming it into a D20 hollow dice. It's a D20 rubber dice with the added benefit of the ×2 multiplier of the hollow dice. This would allow you just to create those godlike builds. Then just to add run variety, I'd like some boss fights in there maybe, you know, kind of like the tougher hand that you got to overcome point-wise with, you know, like a handicap on it, just to add some spice. And then of course a regular progression like Slay the Spire map, because right now it feels like it's endless. You just go round to round to round, and I don't know if it's going to end, so maybe having some shop vendors or unique events for unique dice would be really cool, you know, just to keep it interesting. But that's really all I've got, so let's hop into my final review score. And this is going to be a 9 out of 10. And that's just because right now it feels really well done, and for others it'll probably be a 10. But for me, I just want to see a little bit more to bump it up. So for a 9 out of 10 is good. Now that is going to wrap it up for me. So as always, dude, please like, comment, subscribe. It all helps the channel. It really helps me. Let me know what you think of this game. Let me know what you think about other gambling lights. Let me know just how your day's going, dude. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. And before we hop out of here, of course, click the link to the right of my head to go to my playlist to check out all the indie games I've already covered. Guarantee you your next fix is in there. Or click to the other side of my head to subscribe to my channel to be up to date on all future indie games that I cover. Other than that, dude, hey, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.